Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear guests, Assalamu alaikum and good evening. As you know, today is Independence Day of India. As decided by our National Security Committee, Pakistan as well as its missions abroad are observing the Indian Independence Day as Black Day. We are grateful to Pakistani community and our Russian friends for joining us. Yesterday was Pakistan's Independence Day. It was observed as a day of solidarity with the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan strongly condemned the annexation of occupied Jammu and Kashmir by India on August 5. Pakistan rejected India's unilateral and illegal actions as they were in breach of international law and relevant UN Security Council resolutions. These measures are designed to deny the right of the people of Jammu and Kashmir to self-determination under the international law. Annexation of occupied Jammu and Kashmir imperils peace and security in South Asia and beyond. India's actions are aimed at further consolidating the illegal occupation of occupied Jammu and Kashmir and changing its demographic structure. Pakistan has condemned the measures that have been imposed by India upon Kashmiris by use of force, deploying 180,000 additional troops, imposing curfew, suspending communication, including mobile and internet services, and arresting Kashmiri leaders. These measures will result in increased repression in Indian occupied Jammu and Kashmir, foster a cycle of violence, and plunge the region in a prolonged conflict. India has been brutally suppressing the innocent people of occupied Jammu and Kashmir. India's human rights abuses have been documented in reports of UN Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights for 2018 and 2019. 2019 report has pointed out that the number of civilian casualties in 12 months, that is between May 2018 and April 2019, is the highest during last 1 decade. Since 1989, more than 90,000 innocent Kashmiris have been killed by Indian forces. Ladies and gentlemen, half a century ago, India took the Jammu and Kashmir dispute to the United Nations Security Council, but refused to implement its resolutions. Now, Pakistan has approached the Security Council, and at our request, the Council will be meeting tomorrow. It is important to recall that the UN Security Council resolutions envisage resolution of the Jammu and Kashmir dispute through a plebiscite to be held under the auspices of the UN to determine the wishes of the Kashmiri people. Pakistan has a strong case because India has been in breach of the UN Security Council resolutions. The UN Security Council has a responsibility and vital stake in the maintenance of international peace and security. Pakistan has informed the international community that India's annexation of occupied Jammu and Kashmir poses a threat to peace and security in South Asia and beyond. According to UN Security Council resolutions, pending the resolution of Jammu and Kashmir dispute, India cannot bring about a material change in the status of occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Therefore, this cannot be considered as an internal matter of India. No unilateral step by the government of India can change the disputed status of occupied Jammu and Kashmir as enshrined in the UN Security Council resolutions. I wish to draw your attention to what the UN Secretary General has said on this dispute, he has said that the position of the United Nations on the Kashmir dispute is governed by the UN Charter and applicable United Nations Security Council resolutions. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan is a responsible and peace-loving country. Accordingly, we have a vision of a peaceful neighborhood and desire to resolve all outstanding disputes, including Jammu and Kashmir dispute, with India peacefully through dialogue. But unfortunately, India has declined to hold dialogue with Pakistan. As you know, earlier, India had 700,000 troops in occupied Jammu and Kashmir. But recently, their strength increased to about 900,000. We cannot ignore buildup of Indian forces in the occupied Jammu and Kashmir. You would recall that after Pulwama incident, which happened in February this year, India committed an unwarranted act of aggression against Pakistan. Pakistan shot down 2 Indian Air Force aircraft and captured 1 pilot. But Prime Minister of Pakistan decided to release him as a peace gesture. The recent developments have been accompanied by increased level of ceasefire violations by the Indian forces across the line of control. India has used cluster munitions along the line of control in Azad Jammu and Kashmir against civilians. Pakistan strongly condemned this action, which is in contravention of international humanitarian law. Dear guests, as you may be aware, Foreign Minister of Pakistan, Makhdoom Shah Mahmood Qureshi, held a telephonic conversation with Russian Foreign Minister, His Excellency Sergei Lavrov, yesterday to brief him on the current situation in Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The Foreign Minister briefed the Russian Foreign Minister on the illegal and unilateral steps taken by the Indian government to change the disputed status of Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir and its demographic structure. He added that these steps by India were against the United Nations Security Council resolutions on Jammu and Kashmir and international law. The Foreign Minister underlined that Indian actions entail grave risks for peace and security. You may be aware that in order to express solidarity, Prime Minister Imran Khan visited Azad Jammu and Kashmir yesterday. Significantly, he said the following during his visit. Pakistan Army has full knowledge that India has made a plan to take action in Azad Jammu and Kashmir, like the action they took in Balakot after Pulwama. According to our information, they have made a horrendous plan now to shift the world's focus away from occupied Kashmir. The army of Pakistan is prepared. Not just the army, but the entire nation will fight alongside our armed forces, the Prime Minister underscored. In conclusion, I wish to reiterate that Pakistan will continue to extend its moral, diplomatic and political support to the people of Jammu and Kashmir for realization of their right to self-determination. Thank you for being with us.